Wrapping up our time here on Overtime tonight, we will go to our college football picks. Mark's in on a Monday, so we'll get these picks in on Monday. But before we do, as always, we have to take a look back at what we did last week.
Always transparent.
Exactly,
Here,
it's
right?
super transparent. Last week I went 7-0. Not as great this week. You and I both went 3-4 on the week last week. You see where we got things right and got things wrong. You were right about Arkansas with the upset over Texas A&M. You were also right about Florida and LSU. Meanwhile, I was right on Boston College getting that big win in an overtime game against Missouri. Also picked Florida as you did, as well as Kentucky beating South Carolina. You see where we both lost Wisconsin, and as well as you lost Missouri. We both lost Iowa State, and you picked South Carolina.
I don't know why. Why would I do that? Come on.
So both 3-4 overall, or last week. You see the overall is last week in comparison. Still got a slight 2-game lead over you right now, 17-11, 15-13. Let's pick our 7 games for this week. We will start here with, of course, the 2 big games, including the teams in our state: Alabama against Ole Miss, Auburn, LSU, Arkansas, Georgia, and Cincinnati, Notre Dame. Who you got?
I'm going with the home sweep right there. We got Alabama, LSU at Georgia for the first 3, and you know what? I hate Notre Dame. I can't pick them. I'm going to take Cincinnati.
So you can take Cincy to beat Notre Dame. Meanwhile, I'll take Alabama. I'll take LSU, as you did as well. I'll also take Georgia, and I'm taking Notre Dame. I think that they'll carry over that big win last week to carry it to them all at home coming up this week.
By the way, he passed New Rockne for most wins ever.
That's right, most wins ever. Yeah, that's huge, especially considering the pantheon of coaches they've had over there. Meanwhile, on the other side of this graphic, we'll have Florida at Kentucky, Mississippi State and Texas A&M, Tennessee at Missouri. Who you like here?
Yeah, now that it's just straight up, I'm never no Kentucky. Florida. I'll take Florida. I'll take Texas A&M. I think they're better. Now you know what? I'm going to take Mississippi State because I don't like Texas A&M's offense, and I'll take Missouri. Missouri,
and we're going to be somewhat similar here. I'll take also Florida as well. I'm taking Texas A&M to beat Mississippi State. I do think, though, that'll be a scary football game for Mississippi State. But I think Texas A&M be just angry enough to pull away that win there. And then I'm like you. I got Missouri. So not a whole lot of difference between you and I. We'll see where it is.
Some difference.
If we do have a tie, what game do you like against the spread?
I would like that Missouri game against the spread.
Missouri, I like it. Good deal. All right, so our final minute of the show and final topic, we'll talk about the Atlanta Braves, a team that you've called in the second half of the season. You've talked about how this team will get things together and make a run for the playoffs. Looks like they're in really good shape right now. 83-72 overall, still hold the lead in the NL East. 6 games to go. What's your takeaway of what you've seen so far, and how do you expect this week to play out?
The biggest thing for them, sweeping the Padres this weekend, that Saturday game with Rosario getting a big hit with 2 outs to get them into extra innings. They play the Phillies and Mets this week at home. They're 7-9 versus the Phillies, but remember, they lost the first 3 games of the season at Philly.
That's right.
So they're 7-6 since then. I think they're better than the Phillies. I think that it'll be over by the middle of this week. Then they'll get to relax a little bit when they play the Mets this weekend.
Exactly. It should be a really fun run to the MLB postseason. And once you get to the postseason, a lot of times you can just throw everything out as far as regular season go. And teams are hitting well. Your pitching's on point. You got a good chance to win it. You've been all over this team. You've called this team's success so far, and so far it's played out that way.
Look, I've seen some weird teams win for the postseason. The 2006 and 2011 Cardinals, 2 teams that should have never won the World Series, wound up winning the World Series. Cardinals this year won 15 straight going into yesterday. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. It's a really fun team to watch. The NL should be a really fun postseason race all the way to the World Series. Thank you so much for joining us here on Overtime. John Holder's in the house coming up tomorrow. We'll see you then.